Earlier this week, Google released its so-called Zeitgeist list for 2012, which is basically a catalog of the most popular topics over the course of any given year. Google has received 1.2 trillion searches this year in 146 languages, and at google.com/zeitgeist, you can browse the most popular terms of the year, grouped by country and subject matter. They've also produced a touching tribute to all the most significant events of the year, from Felix Baumgartner's space jump, to the Higgs boson discovery, to the debates, to the Arab Spring, and to Donvan Style, and Honey Boo Boo makes a brief appearance. However, the actual most searched terms tell a slightly different story. Coming in at number 10 worldwide is BBB12, which, as it turns out, is short for Big Brother Brazil 2012. And from what we see on YouTube, it's a show about people lying in bed having conversations with people who are adjusting their underwear. So in other words, not hard to see why this was near the top of the list. Now, unfortunately, the next two searches pertain to unexpected deaths. One of actor Michael Clark Duncan, who died at 54, and the other of Amanda Todd, a Canadian teen who took her own life, leaving behind a moving YouTube video on bullying that has since received millions of views. Not surprisingly, number 7 was an international event, the Summer Olympics that took place in London, complete with the Spice Girls, Mr. Bean, and bizarre dance numbers about healthcare. Another Brit came in at the 6th hottest search, newlywed princess, well, technically Duchess, Kate Middleton, wife of Prince William, who also benefited from a topless pic scandal, though I'm guessing she probably doesn't see it that way. What could possibly be more popular than a topless princess? Apparently, Diablo 3, which is the latest installment in the popular Diablo franchise, which released in May. Yet, even more interesting apparently was the iPad 3, the latest version of Apple's iPad that was released way back in March. At number 3 was Hurricane Sandy, the storm in October that ravaged the East Coast, most notably the New York and New Jersey coastal areas. Considering the scale of the damage, it's not hard to see why this was such a huge search, despite it being so relatively recent. Meanwhile, the number 2 search did a different type of damage to our brains. Gangnam Style, the meme that will never die. Now, granted, the initial video was pretty great, colorful, weird, and catchy. But since then, we've seen approximately 800 million remakes done at high schools, prisons, swimming pools, My Little Pony Land, and yes, even at Revision 3. But ours was really good, okay? But coming in at number 1 was Whitney Houston. The exceptional pop singer had had a difficult few years amid rumors of drug use and troubled personal relationships. So, given her once considerable popularity and sweetheart status around the world, the internet and media at large grieved and gawked upon her death at just 48 years old. So that is your look inside the primal id of internet search for 2012. And on a side note, Google has apparently made some changes to its image results that exclude pornographic content, which turned out to be actually kind of annoying as we were looking at yesterday's episode on the site Snapchat Sluts. You can learn more about that in the episode Snapchat Sluts Shut Down, posted yesterday. Thanks for watching. This is Annie for TFN.